Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2K17 Mycareer Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. We are here with BrendenPlayz. This is not our superstar, but it is BrendenPlayz, who apparently has a few choice words to say about John Cutter. So we are about to find out what exactly Baron Corbin has to say about Cutter. John Cutter, after last episode, felt as though he was ready to move up the rankings. Didn't happen though. Can Cutter bounce back this week? That'll be the big story of today's episode. But first, here's BrendenPlayz. It sickens me. Being in front of all of you sickens me to my stomach. And it's because all of you stink. If you mix rotten eggs, spoiled milk, sulfur, and wet, rotten, moldy garbage, it would still smell better than all of you. Shower! Wow, BrendenPlayz not exactly thrilled with the audience here and how they smell. I'm not sure what he's trying to get at here, but BrendenPlayz obviously quite frustrated with the audience here tonight. And hang on a second. There's John Cutter. There's the music of our MyCareer superstar. It is John Cutter, who's coming out here to perhaps say a few words to BrendenPlayz, who's running his mouth right now. I'm not exactly sure what BrendenPlayz is trying to get at. He's talking trash about the fans, saying that they stink. Well, I think BrendenPlayz has some bigger issues to worry about, and that issue is going to be John Cutter right here. As Mr. Cutter about to get inside of the ring and go back and forth with BrendenPlayz here. So let's go see what John Cutter has to say, as he and BrendenPlayz, their rivalry might just be about to begin here. So what does Cutter have to say to BrendenPlayz here tonight at NXT? John Cutter shaking his head, not exactly thrilled with BrendenPlayz, as he stands in the ring right across from him. Well, this wasn't the welcome I hoped for, but I'd hoped also that I wouldn't be stuck in this town. I guess it's just not my night. But maybe it is, because this guy made the biggest mistake of his life by letting me in this ring, and I'm gonna make him regret it. Well, John Cutter not exactly a fan of the crowd either. Is anyone a fan of this crowd? Apparently this crowd sucks. There are two types of people in this world, the kings and the peasants, and you never interrupt a king. Big mistake. So I'll give you a few seconds to correct yourself and walk back where you came from. Judging by the stupid look on your face, I get the feeling you're surprised to still see me out here right now. I'm sure you're used to seeing everyone just standing idly while you babble on about who knows what. But that stops now. I'm not surprised that you're too dense to realize exactly just how much trouble you've got yourself into. I would have thought by now that you'd learn what happens to people who get on my bad side. But clearly, you either haven't been paying attention or you're too stupid to retain that information. Either way, don't push me. BrendenPlayz not exactly thrilled about John Cutter in the ring right now. John Cutter, he's not afraid to stand up to BrendenPlayz though. I've done everything the authority has asked of me. I fought who they wanted me to fight, picked up their food, their dry cleaning, cleaned their house. I've been incredibly loyal to them, and now I would like the authority to grant me a favor. I want a match. Well, Cutter wants a match with Blade. I've met a lot of stupid people in my life, just real blockheads. But you? Damn, man. You make all the idiots in this arena look like Einstein. I mean, for real, you want to fight me? The hell you thinking, boy? I'll rip you to shreds right now if you talk to me like that. Well, BrendenPlayz he's not afraid of Cutter either. BrendenPlayz wants to fight John Cutter, it seems. This is about to go to blows. I think these two guys are not happy with one another. Your mouth says you want to fight, but your eyes say that you want nothing more than to run away and forget you ever said anything. Your words may be strong and loud, but that can't disguise the fear hidden in your voice. The fear of knowing that you'll eventually see me on the other side of that ring. John Cutter trying to play some mind games here with BrendenPlayz. You know, you keep trying to get under my skin, but the only thing you've done is waste my time. Plenty of people do that. You think you're a threat, but all you are is a nuisance, a temporary distraction. Me? I'll be on my way to bigger and better things, and you'll still be that guy interrupting bigger stars. hoping that somebody takes notice. Wow, BrendenPlayz got him good there. It seems like you're too scared to actually get in the ring with me and face me tonight. I can't say that I blame you. I mean, I wouldn't certainly want to get in the ring with me either, knowing full well what I'm capable of. You're just like everyone else, terrified at the thought of having to face me. So run away, little boy, but know that one day you won't be able to run away from the beating you've earned yourself. Wow, Blade and Cutter, it is all set up for our match tonight. It may not happen on that night at NXT, but the very next night it happens. Cutter versus Blade. These two men quickly becoming vicious rivals. Now they meet in the ring tonight at main event. We've seen BrendenPlayz in the past in many career modes. We'll see him here again tonight, this time against our character John Cutter. We'll see how Cutter goes here against Blade. Both men feeling pretty confident in their abilities to beat one another. Well, who will actually get the win here tonight? John Cutter not exactly thrilled with BrendenPlayz's comments at all. BrendenPlayz, though, he didn't step down. He really put a few, he said, a few harsh words to John Cutter, and you'd have to say probably BrendenPlayz might have actually got the better of Cutter in that altercation. So now BrendenPlayz has a big chance here tonight to silence Cutter once and for all and move on to, as he wanted to do, bigger and better things. He believes that Cutter is a waste of his time. Well, is that going to be the case? We will find out in a moment's time if John Cutter is truly a waste of this man's time. How precious and how valuable is his time? That's to be debated, but BrendenPlayz, a big chance for him here tonight. He's a good competitive superstar, but John Cutter's been on an absolute roll. You can see the wear and tear on the body of Cutter. He's been fighting hard to try and get to this position. But right now, Blade with a huge start with a bone-rattling spine buster to start this match off. Not exactly the start that Cutter would have been looking for in this one, as Blade with a double foot stomp right to the gut there of John Cutter as well. BrendenPlayz now going to grab Cutter and try and pick him up here as Cutter, hang on, blocks the suplex, hits one of his own. Well, the more we see John Cutter, the more moves he's been adding to his repertoire, the better he's been getting. Obviously, the ex-con trying to make a name for himself here in the WWE, trying to turn his life around. Really no wrestling background at all, but a bit of a fighting background. And we've seen certainly plenty of that throughout his time here in the ring, trying to exploit that, trying to use his strikes, those hands, those fists, those elbows, and those knees to his benefit. Not really a guy who lands too many kicks though, more so uses the hands to fight. But the more we see him, the more we're starting to see that he's learning more and more wrestling moves. Doesn't know too many holds, but he's learning more moves such as suplexes and ways to inflict damage on his opponents. BrendenPlayz sent to the outside there with a shoulder, taken to the outside as he's getting stomped away right now by John Cutter. Wants to make Blade pay after what he said to him on NXT. Blade in the corner, but no, Cutter can't quite capitalize. Hang on, BrendenPlayz. Good power there from Blade, slamming down Cutter, who will fight back with some of those big strikes we talked about. Now Blade against the steel ring post, and look out, bang off the steel ring post. Blade's head struck into the steel ring post, and that is gonna hurt. And all of a sudden, John Cutter with an early start here, some momentum as Blade launched into the apron as well. The count continues to grow. Cutter may have him here. I think that's a count of 8 now by the ref. If Blade doesn't get back in the ring, it's going to be over. I think Cutter realizes that. He's going to head outside, but oh, Blade just gets inside the ring and breaks the count. So close there. John Cutter, he stepped outside onto the apron, but the referee didn't really count that as breaking the count. Almost cost him the match as well. But this match lives on. BrendenPlayz in the ring, not getting anywhere near Cutter, who was looking to try and take Blade off his feet from the outside of the ring. Right hand now by Cutter. Now some big right hands again and an elbow strike. And now he's got a hold of Blade. And oh, tosses him into the ropes. Wow. Just slammed into the ropes. That is going to hurt. Whiplashing BrendenPlayz off those ropes. And down he goes. Now Blade has got back to his feet, but Cutter again with a nice counter. Well, John Cutter, we thought last episode perhaps he was going to earn himself up the rankings, but as it turned out, he went down in the rankings. He's down to number 5. Many have kind of wondered what the hell was going on there. Look, it turns out that John Cutter's moveset isn't exactly that exciting. We saw from Triple H and Vince McMahon after Tensai told us all about it. Tensai said that Triple H and Vince are not exactly impressed with us at all, and we're on the potential, chopping block. I think we could be cut. Oh, it's a big clothesline there by Cutter. We could be cut if we don't start to step things up and improve our matches and look to have a 5-star match, a 4-star match more often. We've had a few lame matches lately, and, well, he's paid the price. Slammed up top again now. So, I guess John Cutter is out to try and have the best possible match he can here tonight to try and impress Triple H and Vince McMahon so he doesn't lose his job around here. Wouldn't that be a disaster for John Cutter? Now, Baron Blade looking good here. He's been able to fight back and stay back in this matchup as now he's going to be picked up here by Cut. Oh no, Blade gets countered there by Cutter and head first. Baron Blade looked good there for a moment, but Cutter with a nice counter. Will now send Blade in the corner and a strike. A running strike there by John Cutter. And now Cutter has Blade and picks him up and slams him down. Stomping away on the arm of Blade as well. And look out. Hold on. Nicely done there by Cutter again. It continues to toss Blade around this ring, learning more and more moves as we're about to see right now. More and more moves he is trying to do as a press, I should say, by Baron Blade. Striking away. Well, we've seen John Cutter deal with Baron Corbin. Now Baron Blade. So I guess the Barons don't exactly like John Cutter for whatever reason. These two men, as we saw earlier on the episode, just simply don't like each other already. And hang on a second, Blade's got the sledgehammer. Well, if he had a struck there, it would have been a disqualification. Referee has realized, takes the weapon off Blade. Not sure what Baron Blade's trying to do here. Perhaps he feels as though he's on the verge of losing this one and trying to just do some damage control. Perhaps I'll take the loss here, but I'll beat him up after the match. Didn't exactly do either as the referee took that sledgehammer away and saved this match from being a DQ. Now both men striking away on one another to the outside of the ring as Blade will take Cutter and drive him into the apron. John Cutter's going to try and turn things around here. Baron Blade trying to earn his way back into this matchup. Countered there by Cutter as Blade sent back into the ring by John as Blade trying to get back to his feet, and that spinning forearm strike there by John Cutter. He's beaten men with it before. Can he do it now? Well, he wants Blade to get up. He's not through with him yet. John Cutter now grabs the hold of Blade and into the suplex there. Vertically taking down Baron Blade. It's nicely done there by Cutter, who's looking the goods here. There's Baron Blade just trying to hang on by the skin of his teeth. And now, hang on, Cutter going for the pump handle slam. Well, John Cutter out to prove a point here. Out to show the world just how good he is as Blade has been cut. Cutter's under a lot of pressure. His position here on the roster is unknown. Will he be able to retain and hold his spot? It's a big question mark right now. Many of us don't know the answer to that question. Cutter needs to step it up. Cutter needs to perform well. He's trying to do that right here. Trying to take it to Baron Blade and trying to really put the pressure on here and showcase his ability. Now Blade back up. And now Cutter. Here we go. Going for the Death Valley Driver. No. Blade with a counter. And into the right hand sends down John Cutter. Wow, that's a big miss there from Cutter. It's now Baron Blade spiking the head of Cutter, and that could be it right there. Driving the head of John Cutter into the mat. Blade, could he be about to win this match? No, a kick out. Well, it was close. Baron Blade now pretty happy with his performance thus far, celebrating. He's up at the top row, perhaps giving a reminder to the fans that they all stink after what he said earlier on. Not exactly a fan of the crowd around here, but we'll see how he goes right now as he needs to stop talking some trash and focus on the match. Focus on trying to win here against John Cutter, who's looked pretty good at times, but Baron Blade's been able to hang in here, and that's something that Blade needs to do and continue. There's a nice combination by Cutter, German suplex, and Blade sent to the other side of the ring. And Now, Cutter whips the head back and forth as well. John Cutter trying to make a statement, as we said, and he's doing a good job of it thus far. Blade's cut. Cutter trying to keep Blade off of his feet, really put even more and more pressure on Blade here. And again, just tossing around Baron Blade all around this ring. Drops the elbow there on Blade as well, and Cutter. Well, hang on a second, the referee wants to check on Baron Blade, see if he's okay. Clearly he's suffered a bit of a beatdown here by Cutter. The referee not sure if Blade can even continue, but he's going to allow it. Cutter was saying a few choice words to the fans. They wanted nothing of him. Now Blade springs back to his feet, connects with the suplex. Opportunity now for Baron Blade to turn it around here. And Blade himself celebrating his performance. Again to the crowd. Now Blade wants Cutter up. This might be it right here. Blade now has Cutter. Hang on. Gonna spike his head again. Drilling him head first. And that could be it for Baron Blade here. Cutter could be out cold. Into the cover. No, but Cutter kicks out. Well, Blade got close to finally beating John Cutter. To be the first man to beat Cutter here. And what an upset it would be. John Cutter's been on a roll, but Baron Blade is a good superstar in his own right. Oh, and for the clothesline. That running clothesline, but he got countered there. And he got dragged down there by Blade. Now, Blade trying to get Cutter back to his feet. Wait a second. Got him up now. Look out. Oh, again. Big powerbomb by Baron Blade. Now, might be about to spring over the top of the ropes. Went for the elbow. Missed, though. And a big counter there by Cutter. If he hits with the elbow, it could have been over right there. John Cutter hits with the elbow again. This time to the chest of Baron Blade. Cutter now bringing Blade against the ropes, and look out, here's the strength and power of John Cutter. We've saw this many a time, but whenever he brings it out, it's still just as impressive. Now, going for the pump handle again. Yes, he's got it. Tossing him to the other side of the ring, and now John Cutter has a chance to put it all to bed right now. This time, going for the Death Valley driver. Connects, and Blade surely's out. Cutter just has to get to the cover, and it's going to be over. One hand on the chest of Blade. Cutter's going to do it. He's got Blade. No, Blade. Wow, got the shoulder up. I can't believe it. He took an absolute beating in this match and found a way to come back. How has he done that? And you can see Cutter is in disbelief. He can't believe what just happened. Baron Blade, though, bleeding from the head, he's cut open, he's doing everything in his power to stay in this match. Now Blade with a big right hand, and trying to beat Cutter now. Oh, big elbow! Sends Cutter down. Cutter, though, couldn't escape the ring. He wanted to, tried to. Blade didn't allow him to do so. As again, he'll kick out there as this time he gets the hell out of there. Needs to regroup. Baron Blade's going to follow. John Cutter already has this match won in his eyes, but he couldn't quite get it done. It's been a terrific match between the two, but Baron Blade kicking out of the Death Valley driver, I could not believe it. As John Cutter likes to call it, the Death Row driver. As now the DDT. That running DDT connecting nicely on Blade to the outside of the ring could potentially be it right now for Baron Blade. Cutter, though, he wants to win this match convincingly. Gonna wait for Blade to get back to his feet, you would assume. Does not want to let this one go to a counter. As now, Cutter waiting for Blade to get back in the ring. The referee still counting. Blade, his bloody forehead is very visible right now. Oh, what a knee that is! That's a knee that knocks Sami Zayn out cold. And now, Cutter drops another knee on Blade. John Cutter's getting close to winning this matchup. Now go for the pump handle. No! Counter there by Baron Blade. Big counter there by Blade. And now Blade got him up! Drives him into the head again! And he's gonna do it! Blade! Is he gonna beat Cutter? What a match it's been! Are we about to see the finale of it? Cutter in trouble! He's done! Baron Blade beats John Cutter. Well, can you believe it? Carter is beaten by Blade after what we thought was going to be an easy win for Carter. Set it up nicely for the majority of the match, trying to impress Triple H and Vince McMahon, but he couldn't get the win tonight. And now his NXT future is in jeopardy. A great match indeed, but you have to wonder where his future lies. Baron Blade with a big upset. Carter can't believe it. He talks some trash to Baron Blade. So did Blade to Carter. But it's Baron Blade backing it up with himself getting it done in the ring. Doesn't want anything to do with the fans. Doesn't care about celebrating with them tonight. Just cares about himself. An incredible win for him here tonight. However, at the end of the day, a bit of a better performance here by Carter, who is getting better and better. But at first loss, that can either really motivate you or deflate you. We'll see how Carter responds in the next episodes of Career Mode. So he's still at rank number 5 on the rankings. Unfortunately, he's not able to rise, or, well, thank goodness he hasn't gone down. There's the t-shirt sales. Most people are not really willing to buy a John Carter shirt after the loss here tonight. And because of that, we might have to go back to the drawing board and try and train up John Carter a little bit more to get him ready for what is to come in the future. Carter getting a little bit more experience, getting better and better as time goes on in different areas of his game. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this episode of Career Mode. I hope you guys did enjoy it. A little bit of a longer one for you guys this time. I know some of you guys have been wanting a longer one, and this time we just had to try and step it up a little bit. Try and get a 5-star match. I know some of you guys give me some advice in the comments below on how to improve our rankings. Appreciate that. If you have any more advice for me, let me know. I'm not exactly familiar with Career Mode. This is really only like my second time playing it. I played on 2K15, didn't play it on 2K16 really, so I haven't played it for a little bit. So some of the things that you guys might know about, I probably don't know about. So if you have any advice for me, let me know in the comments below. Appreciate your support, appreciate your viewership here tonight. If you enjoyed it, leave a like on it. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. And we're going to be back next episode as we're going to avenge this loss. We're going to hit back next episode. We're going to get our win back. Oh, by the way, in the comments below, would you like to see a manager? And if so, which manager would you like to see John Carter be managed by? You let me know, and I'll make it happen. Thanks for watching. See you next time.